Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, wherever you are listening to me from this world. I say, peace of God be unto you. And I want to quickly use this opportunity to thank the President of United States of America, Donald J. Trump, for the statement of his promises. He has evidencied what he said from the beginning, and he is now acting on what he has said from the beginning. I want to say, may God Almighty, who sees the end from the beginning, give him the strength and protect him, and at the same time, give him wisdom to judge righteously and holily. Holistically, this moment, I want to say something that is very imperative to me. I don't know about somebody else somewhere. And what I'm trying to say this moment is this: that if terrorism must end in Nigeria, then the investigation report must start from the cradle. All right, because Nigeria was not a terrorist country as of the time Goodluck Jonathan was the president of Nigeria. There was peace, there was mutual understanding between every Nigerian. Today, we are not talking about food in Nigeria. We are not talking about business in Nigeria. We are not talking about foreign investors. We are not talking about lucrative businesses, business magnates. We are not talking of indigenous Nigerians who are very wealthy. Today, what we are suffering from is terrorism, and that is man-made problem. Listen to me. Why I said that the investigation should start from the cradle is because we know that right from the day Muhammad Buhari become the president of Nigeria was the beginning of terrorism and terrorist activities. And right from that very moment, nobody have ever rested. It continues spreading and degenerating. You must know something that you don't know before, because what you don't know is more than you. Muhammad Buhari have been cautioned severally concerning Bokoharam. You can bear me witness that the man called Mohammed Shakarau was Buhari's best man. He was his bodyguard, living in Sambisa forest. There's nobody that can dispute this. And this is why I said, everyone who have worked with Buhari in Nigeria, everyone who have worked with Tinubu in Nigeria as a president must be apprehended for further inquiries. How they have been killing people and how they have been generating the money they are using for ammunition, and who sent them on such illegal assignment, and why did the first and second previous current and past president of Nigeria supported terrorism, and that is Buhari and Tinubu. I'm coming. Now, Listen and listen good. If Buhari is denying that he doesn't have a hand in terrorism, what was his achievement when he was in Aso Rock for 8 years to stop terrorist activities? And we have come to excavate the ground by making a proper investigation to know how comes about the existence or existence of insurgency or Bokoharam organization. We come to discover that Buhari is one of the leaders of Boko Haram. There are many other ex-presidents of Nigeria that have a hand in it, but I won't mention their names for now. So why is it so that the United States of America told Buhari, let them come and help him and fight Boko Haram in Nigeria? Buhari said no, that it has not gotten to that his government is on top of Boko Haram activities. United Nations, United States, European countries cannot deny this fact that they arrange themselves, fortified themselves to come after terrorists in Nigeria. Buhari, the terrorist, said no. As he said no, he told them that when the activities of Boko Haram goes beyond his control, then he will let them know. Till death. Rather, what you see is that the activities of Boko Haram and other terrorists in the world increased so much in Nigeria that have led to the loss of millions of scores of people. That every compound you enter today, there must be either deep grave or shallow grave of those who were victims of Buhari's regime activities. So, those people who work with Shakarau, those who work with Buhari, when you lay hand on Buhari, Buhari will provide those people. Last time he was making noise, wambling his mouth, and he said that what can ICC do to him? That is International Criminal Court of Justice. What will they do to him? You know that Nigerians are very good in bribery and corruption. He might have gone to bribe ICC to not to say anything concerning his illegal activities. But I know that it shall not be well with the wicked. And I know maybe this is his time to go, as he have sent others to the early grave. So what I'm telling you this moment, that is the real truth. Buhari, when you talk of fighting Boko Haram in Nigeria, Buhari opened his mouth as a public figure he is, as a president of a country, and tell you that declaring war on terrorists in Nigeria is declaring war to the whole northern part of Nigeria. And touching any Boko Haram or killing a Boko Haram terrorist is declaring war on Fulanis in Nigeria. So what do you have to say? All of us have this very statistic on our hands. Not for me to begin to give you the data anymore. Go and make your research. Find out. So what are we judging again? What are we investigating again? Show me the magnificent hospitals, magnificent schools, and the powerful infrastructures on ground that was left as Buhari's legacy during 8 years he was in Aso Rock. If not only killings, bombing, explosion here and there, and Fulanese terrorists arrived Nigeria without visa, and that was when Buhari declared visa on arrival. So wherever you are, provided you are a terrorist in the world, come to Nigeria, you will be accommodated, because their intention was to Islamize Nigeria and to Fulanize Nigeria. Listen to me. Come to nye gazo makana esimoru. You see Tinubu, because of my time, you see Tinubu is not exempted. Tinubu made a promise to Buhari that where he stopped is where he will continue from. And the day he was sworn in by the federal Chief Justice of Nigeria, Tinubu vowed that where Buhari stopped is where he will continue from. So now, question is, did Buhari leave any good legacy? Has Buhari done well? What was Buhari's achievement? He killed Christian soldiers. Let us make investigation. I'm saying if Americans are coming for the investigation on where the U.S. aid fund is being spent, is on terrorists, funding terrorists, sponsoring terrorism in Nigeria by Buhari and his group, the former governor of Borno State. Hello? I know some of you may not like what I'm saying, but what I'm saying is the truth. Once bitten, twice shy. If you refuse to say the truth, you may be their next victim. If you are laughing at the person it happened to, you may be the next it will happen to. The people that have died innocently are not rejoicing. They didn't finish what they come to this world to do. But it was orchestrated from the pit of hell by Buhari and his group for these people to go down 6 feet before their time. It's not a hidden thing. It's something that some reasonable and notable Nigerians knows what I'm talking about. So, have Islamic religion become a terrorist organization? That is my question. Is Islamic religion, is it now a terrorist organization? To be an Islamic, to be an Islam by religion, has it become a crime against humanity? Genocide everywhere, war crime everywhere. Is it what Nigerian leaders are trying to tell us? Then look at the body language of Tinubu. Tinubu want to fulfill what the promise he made to Northerners, Northern cabals. Tinubu want to fulfill his promise that whatsoever Buhari could not do, that he, Tinubu, will actualize it to make sure that there is no peace anywhere in Nigeria. You never see that. Oh, I'm very sorry for you. Since you have not seen that since Tinubu becomes the president of Nigeria, that there is no peace anywhere in every part of Nigeria. It's death, it's evil, killing. Listen and listen good. When the names, last year, when the names of those who are sponsoring terrorism in Nigeria was given to Tinubu, Tinubu refused to bring it out. Tinubu refused to read the letter for Nigerians to see that he doesn't have a hand there. What is there that is so confidential that criminals are killing people in your country, and you are one of those who are supplying criminals the weapons, the medications, the food items, the money, the uniform, the informations they are using to kill the people that say they voted you to be their leader? What an animal kingdom is Nigeria. Let us talk. Tinubu confiscated the list of the people who are funding terrorists, sponsoring terrorists in Nigeria. Tinubu hid the list given to him by Arab country. The same 6 name was appear there, and others follows. Today, as I'm talking with you, the vice president of Nigeria is a terrorist. As I'm talking with you, the Nigeria chief defense is a terrorist with a living proof. I can prove that beyond reasonable doubt for you. If you want us to go to World Supreme Court, I will prove it. I will show you. I will give you what you want. To be convinced, I will convince you. It is very clear. Now, as Tinubu refused to read the letter given to him, to the Nigerian citizens, that these are the names and the people and where they come from that are sponsoring terrorism in Nigeria. What does that mean to you? What does that show to you? What do you believe in that very particular animalistic attitude? What will you describe that particular so-called president to be? An illegal president of Nigeria is illegal, illegally pushed in because he didn't win the election. The rightful winner of the election of presidential election of Nigeria 2023 was P2B. But the cabal and Jagaban believe that an Igbo man or a Christian to become a president in Nigeria is a taboo. And that is why they gather together the way they gathered against Biafrans 1967, 1970, and pushed Tinubu into Aso Rock. Who doesn't know in Nigeria that the vice president of Nigeria, Shetima, is a terrorist? When Hamas, Afghanistan, Palestine, and the rest of them were fighting Israel, what did Shetima say? He went to America and said that he supported the terrorist country who are fighting Israelites. And the day Israelites are having their feast, they are praying to God. Hamas went and bombarded them and killed many Israelites. The only thing that could come out of Shetima's mouth in the program, which Tinubu was supposed to be there, but because of Tinubu's mischievous attitude, a malefactor man, the crime he committed in United Nations many years ago that made him to forfeit $460 million today as a drug baron, so he cannot step his foot into United Nations. Then he sent his second in command terrorist, Shetima. Shetima went and told Americans that they, Northerners, they Hausa Fulanis, that they supported terrorist countries. All right? And that is the Tinubu's body language. And this is why he refused to review the names of the people who have been terrorizing and radicalizing Nigeria, killing people. And it went on and on and on, now spread to every cranny and corner in Nigeria. And Tinubu and Buhari decided that all the evil Fulanis should be sent to Biafra land, to Igbo land, to annihilate and decapitate them with impunity, such as now. Impunitively, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped by President Buhari from Kenya and illegally renditioned him to Nigeria for close to 5 years now. For no reason, because he said he is a Biafran. Since you don't want to stop terrorism in Nigeria, let Biafrans go. Since you cannot allow any Biafran to become a president of Nigeria, let Biafrans go. Since Biafrans have no peace and have no place in Nigeria, so let them go. You say he must die. Listen to me. Don't forget that the Ebonyi State Governor, Nwifuru, is a terrorist. Hope Uzodinma is a terrorist. Charles Soludo, name them. Their names have been nipped on the board, and they cannot escape the wrath of God and the world powers. The Ohaneze youth, Ibayaka, that was kidnapped, was arranged by the Ebonyi State Governor, Nwifuru. Why did the Ibayaka, why did the Ohaneze youth president say the truth? What have been going wrong in Ebonyi State have been going, and the causes of it, and who is causing it, the death, Fulanis, killing Igbos. Why did he say the truth? Today, they did him Ichikam, and from police now, nobody is going to court. There's no court in Nigeria, no judiciary, no judge. Are you getting it now? Police have judged him. The PPRO of Ebonyi State have judged him and sentenced him life jail time. Because why? He said the truth. Show me a country that doesn't have freedom of speech. Freedom of speech is international constitution. We don't insult anybody, but we say the truth so that evil can be diminished from the land. Tinubu doesn't talk. No matter how many people that were killed in a day, it does not move him. Because they are using human beings for ethnic cleansing. APC government of Nigeria. How many people that died, how many people that were killed for Tinubu to become a president of Nigeria? The sacrifice cause of human beings. And to show you and to tell you that all that field, Asarok and Nigeria House of Assembly are vampires and bloodsucker demons. And there's nothing you can do about it than to remove them. And that is what Trump is trying to do. Writing their names down. Because every information must be brought and the investigation must go on and nobody will stop it. This is beyond the Nigeria government control. If Tinubu or Buhari said that he is a man, he should come and confront Trump and tell him he should stop whatever he's doing because Nigeria is a sovereign state. Then I bet you Buhari or Tinubu will never see Nigeria again. That will be their end. Why is Tinubu running away from going to the United States? Why is Tinubu running away from going to America? Because he thought that the evil he committed 40, 50 years ago will turn against him. Let me tell you something. Bible said that righteousness shall return, judgment shall return unto righteousness, and all the upright in heart shall follow it. So we have been begging you people, telling you people to stop killing people. Stop killing people. Those people you are killing are somebody's fathers, somebody's mothers, somebody's children, daughters and sons. And you murder them in cold blood. And you send your own to UK. You send your own to America. You send your own to Asia. You send your own to Canada. You send your own to Europe, where they will be saved, because you know what you are doing is a sin against the land. Is evil, is an animosity, heinous crime against humanity. And it is inevitable. The punishment is inevitable. I pray that Trump should quicken up his investigation. And I believe that so many people outside there are very much interested for the facilitation of the investigation of Nigerians who are sponsoring and funding terrorism with US aid money. So, ladies and gentlemen, as you have heard me, be on your guard.